Hi, today I'm going to create a remake of this one, Depeche Mode's It's Called a Heart, using these two pocket operators, PO-33 KO microsampler and PO-35 Speak vocal synthesizer. I will start this video by explaining a bit of background and behind the scenes of the recording, and if you're not interested in that, you can just fast forward a few minutes and go directly to the song instead. This single was released in September 1985, and even though it isn't one of Depeche Mode's own favorites, for me it was one of the first songs that drew my attention to the band and made me a fan. It had some very synthetic sounds that made me dream of having access to the same machines they had, and in particular I wanted the Emulator 2, but it was, of course, very much out of reach. Anyway, a while back I saw some Emulator 2 demos on YouTube using the sound liquid stack, which is very typical for Depeche Mode at the time. I found a contact patch for it, and all of a sudden I was playing the bass line for It's Called a Heart. I decided to see if I could use it in the PO-33 as a basis for a cover to learn how it works. And why not try to use the PO-35 to sing the melody? Of course, there are much easier ways to make a cover, but I like limitations and to find my ways around them. I first did some sketch recordings in Logic to find out how the bass, melody and drums were programmed, and then I took the limitations of the POs into account to decide how to structure it all to fit. The main limitations are, for the PO-33, it can store 8 sample melodic sounds and 8 drum kits, with 16 sounds in each. But it has only 4 simultaneous voices, so you need to be clever. It can store 16 patterns, and since the song is in 134 BPM and mostly uses 8 notes, we can get away with running it at 67 BPM and thereby getting 32 different bars. To get the occasional 16th notes, I could use the 2x multiplier function, even though I found that it only works on the drum sounds for some reason. In addition to liquid stack, I sampled melodic sounds and drums from various synths and samplers and stuff I had into the PO-33 and programmed the patterns according to my Logic song. Then the PO-35. It also can store 16 patterns, but it has 15 vocal synth sample slots of 8 seconds each, and 1 channel of monophonic drums, which is actually identical to the PO-32. For the melody, the 16 patterns was not enough, so the plan was to try to fit the lyrics into the 15 slots and then play the melody live on its keyboard. So I created some sheet music from Logic, added the lyrics and found reasonable divisions. It was good for rehearsal as well. I only needed to use 14 slots in the end, actually. The method I used was to record a phrase by just speaking with the right rhythm, like this. There's something beating here inside my body and it's called a heart. And then change from the neutral play mode. There's something beating here inside my body and it's called a heart. To the robot play mode. There's something beating here. There's something beating here inside my body. And then it can be played like this. There's something beating here inside my body and it's called a heart. One limitation of the PO-35, which made it more complex to play, is that when switching sounds, it actually triggers the sounds. Which then most of the time will not be the pitch wanted. To overcome this, I had to record some silence in front of all sounds and trigger the sound a beat or half in advance. That sure takes some practice to do. If I lend it to you. For the drums, it wasn't actually enough with the 16 patterns on the PO-33 to get all the variations of the original song, but instead I could use the monophonic drum synthesizer channel of the PO-35 to add a bunch of patterns and sounds there as well. The sounds were created manually in Microtonic. Then they are synced up like this. Alright, let's get to the song. There's something here inside my body.